We're fucking back for now. Sat Swizzle, me, sponsored by FOMO, best multi-chain trading experience in the game. Download it today. Promo code RISKON, 10% off all of your trading fees. Sats has escaped danger. He's out of a war zone now.
I was gonna say, guys, you can tell Sats is back because he's back in a dark fucking room. So you know he's in the UK. No more fluorescent lights behind him. His 4 different Airbnbs in Dubai. There were just flashing lights everywhere in the background.
Yeah, there actually was. It was a movie out there, but now we're back. I'm still not my own setup. I'm still I'm at a different setup in London. I'll be at my main setup for the first time in a month now, or a month and a bit, on Friday. It's gonna feel like crack. That's the only way to describe it, because it's been a nightmare this past month, and it seems one of the last flights going out of Dubai was my one. They've now closed the whole airspace, so I literally think I was like one of the 10 flights.
They shut it back down. They shut it
Oh
back
yeah,
down.
oh yeah, it's real bad right now, real bad. They hit the airport again or something like that, and yeah, they've closed flights for another, I think, 15 days. I mean, that may be misinformed from me, but yeah, I think I was like one of 10 flights last to go out of Dubai. So glad to be back, but yeah, shambles still.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you're home for your sake, selfishly.
Yeah,
kind of wish you were still there.
For the content, the content was good. The content was good. I don't know if it was last show where, yeah, we actually had a drone fly by our apartment, and one of the videos on the ground, you can see the drone, or you can see our apartment with the drone flying by. It's not ideal. Not ideal at all.
No.
But you know, what can you do? You live and learn.
Are you a Dubai guy through and through still? Are you like, yeah, like in a year when this is all done, like I love that place, I'm going back? Or are you kind of like,
you know what, like, I was saying this to my family yesterday, it's still the safest place. Like, even with missiles going on, it's still one of the safest place on earth. Like, you can still walk around at 2 a.m. and be absolutely fine, and there is actually nowhere else like it. So unfortunately, I am still a Dubai guy, and when it all does calm down, I will be going back to 32-degree weather and bright sunshine every day. Maybe that's a mistake, but everyone's calling for the death of Dubai. Everyone's trying to short the real estate market. But I think it'll be fine, man. I think it'll be fine. In a year's time, probably no one will give a fuck. Maybe I'm underestimating this war and how long it will go on for, but you know, nothing ever happens. I say that as drones have been flying by.
Some stuff kind of happened this time.
Yeah. Some stuff did kind of happen, but you know, it'll blow over.
It'll blow over. You know, Trump did say that the new Ayatollah is gay, and that so you know, if that's the truth, he's gonna run over him, right? And he'll be back there in no time, back in Dubai.
You know, if we could have had Polymarket odds or Kalshi or whatever prediction market platform we're using, and I could have predicted one thing that Wood was going to bring up on this podcast, I knew you wanted to talk about Trump calling the Ayatollah.
I love it. It's the best thing in the world.
I literally saw it, and this is how you know I've been in this space too long. I saw it, and I was like, man, Wood is going to just be obsessed with that. Wood is definitely going to talk about that on the podcast.
It's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It is crazy. That's like the one thing you went to as well.
Trump is a lot of things. I'm not the biggest Trump fan, but you have to admit, he's fucking hilarious.
He's a stand-up comedian, man.
He is so fucking good. But in other news, speaking of nothing ever happens, our boy Bluntz called the Solana bottom. And ever since then, it's been up only. How are we feeling? Coins look good. Sol looks good. BTC looks good. Do we feel good about what's happening right now, or are we thinking this is a dead cat?
Personally, I'm a seller of coins. I've pretty much sold all my Bitcoin, what I bought between like 65K and like 66. I sold all my hype at 40. I'm happy, man.
Really?
I'm happy. Really? Yeah, I'll take this move. I don't think it's a long-term move back up. So you know what? I'm happy with where we are right now, and I'm happy to sit in cash. But you know, Bluntz and his ABCs always throws you off. It's always a classic. You sell and then Bluntz drops an ABC on the timeline. Disaster. But yeah, I'm happy with this move up. I'm not here to stick around and catch the macro bomb. So
What makes you like? Is this just like a gut feel, or what? Why this level? You know, because you could have made the argument there was a lot of resistance at like 73K for Bitcoin. A lot of people are. I mean, 75. It broke last night and then came back down. Like a lot of people are looking at the top of the move set where it first went down from, I want to say it was 84K or like 83.9 or whatever. What is making you feel like right now is the time? You just don't want to risk trying to, you know, get a little bit extra meat. You're just like, I want to be cautious here.
Well, exactly. Yeah, I think like I've caught majority of the move. I've caught majority of the move at this level. Like my options are round trip or buy higher, and I'm happy on my chances of just buying higher. Like I would buy, like 80 plus if I have to. Like I'm not too bothered. So it's more I just don't want a round trip. I think round tripping in bear markets is just really fucking easy. And I'd rather just be a buyer. Yeah, so like 80 plus, so like hype plus 45, soul plus 100, because I feel like I've got easy places to cut. Then, like if we get above 80, then like I'm gonna cut below 80. If soul gets above 100, I'm gonna cut below 100 again. So I've just got easy invalidations higher, and yeah, I don't think it makes sense for me to hang on to these positions. I said to myself when I took them, I was like, these aren't going to be, you know, these macro hero buys. So yeah, I've got to stick to my plan originally.
Interesting.
I respect that. Bluntz has a little squiggly line to $400 for Solana.
Oh, I didn't see how high. I didn't see how high he was putting it. Which is this the daily or it's the 3-day chart? I didn't know he uses 3-day charts, huh? He has been, so Bluntz has been right. This was on February 6th. He posted it when Sol, right after that kind of moved down.
That was an easy bottom call. Everyone should have bought that.
Yeah. So the question is though, I feel like we'll hold him accountable here because he was calling this a true bottom. Like he called it a bottom forming. This is a high time frame. So like, you know, if this ends up being like a short, like a counter trend rally and, you know, Bitcoin gets up to 78K and then Sol ends up going back down to, you know, the lows or whatever, then that's, you know, this is not what he's calling for. I feel like it's interesting because Bluntz, he like, as much as we joke about the random like hocus pocus, ABC, XYZ, you know, whatever that shit is, like he is pretty good at like, I feel like he's someone I do listen to, and I've learned to take it with a grain of salt. But like he's been pretty right on some significant moves, I presume with size. But the thing that's tough is you got to be careful when he gets one right. He goes into like heat check mode. Like now he just called like Fartcoin and Pangu, and I think he called like 4 more coins that he's like,
yeah,
you know. But then also, if you guys remember on Friday. I know this because I was like thinking the same thing and I saw him post about going flat. Over the weekend, he hedged and he said he changed his mind. He said he was going flat because Bitcoin and Sol looked bad on short time frame. So he actually did get out of his positions. And then when stuff went back up on Monday, he immediately went back to bull posting. But if you go to his timeline, he did basically like change course and shit ripped hard on the weekend.
He just like
I was going to say, Bluntz has this amazing ability to make you forget about all the shit he gets wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And only remember the hero calls that he makes. I don't know how he does this. He's a fucking magician.
He's really good at that.
He's really good at it. Bro, it's the ABCs, bro. He just throws a few ABCs up and it's just like, wow, this is going for $400.
Did Bluntz invent the ABCs or are the ABCs an actual thing?
I think the ABCs are what's it called? Elliott Wave? Elliott Wave? It's an Elliott Wave, bro. Come on.
He just tosses ABCs up things. I'm like, it's an Elliott Wave, bro. I don't know.
Elliott Wave, bro. Yeah, bro. It's an Elliott's Wave, bro. Come on.
I'm trying to pull up his Friday one where he said,
Bluntz tweets a lot.
This? He might have deleted that tweet, man.
Fuck yeah. Let's go, Bluntz.
No. Because I know for a fact, because and we'll get into like, I ended up, not because of him, but I ended up like going flat because I was looking at similar data and I was scared. So I cut my ZEC position right before it ripped.
Bro, Bluntz is just like us. He just deletes it, gets it wrong.
R.I.P. Swizzle's P&L.
What
I
did
know,
you
man.
cut
It
ZEC
was
at?
really.
It was. I'll tell you
Just
in a
let our
second. Hang on.
listeners know that.
Oh, he
we're
didn't
listening
delete
to
it.
everyone
It's
else.
here.
Okay, all right, yeah, I didn't think so. He usually keeps them up.
Okay, I just sent it in the chat. Let's see if Henry can pull it up.
I was gonna say that.
I thought he deleted it, man. That would have been crazy. Yeah. So this was on Friday afternoon. He said he's gone flat, and then he never announced not being flat anymore, but then just resumed the bull posting.
Fuck yeah.
The no positions
Let's
bull
go, my man.
We've all been there. Sell the bag, still have to bull post.
This is a good example of like I think you find people like this. Like I think follow Bluntz, follow people like this, and like use this information. Just take it with a grain of salt. Like they're not going to disclose everything about their positions, but it doesn't mean it's not helpful information to like put into a aggregation with a few other sources.
Yeah.
I do think Bluntz is one of them people. We should do this actually, like a segment on the pod, like a must follow on CT. I think Bluntz is in there.
That would be great. Like go through the pros and cons of each person. Like
yeah, and I think there's like 20 people on CT where you gotta follow. Like you're missing out on key news without them.
Yeah.
Maybe we're gonna throw in some controversial people. Maybe
we rip on Bluntz, but he is one of those people, right? Like,
yeah, he is one of those people.
Yeah, you got.
He is one of those people for sure. Yeah, I mean, that's such a common theme though. People shilling a bag and then selling probably and then continuing to shill. I had a conversation back in the day with someone I won't name. They have a very big following on CT, and it was about useless. And when I sell something, you'll just see me stop tweeting about it. Like I'm not going to pretend I still own something or whatever. But I talked to this prominent KOL who sold useless at like 15 million, and they bull posted it the whole fucking way up, and they own none of it. And they DM me like, "Yeah, dude, like I sold it all. Fuck, like it's going up now." Like, so why are you tweeting about it?
I know exactly what you're talking about, and he did this with multiple coins too.
He's done it with so many coins, and I was just like, "What?
No, let's not say who it is.
I'm not gonna say who it is. It is not Lexapro, but it is somebody
hunch,
everyone knows. And it was just an incredible aha moment to me for how CT operates. And I'm naive apparently. I just kind of like am genuinely, I'm pretty honest. And if I sell something, I'm not gonna say I sold it most time, but I just won't talk about it anymore. But there's so many people out there who just keep talking about it as if I learned.
They still got the bag.
Would your account, your profile is annoying as fuck, but you never got into the politicking of like, pretending you own a bag or like shilling something for like you're honest, but you're annoying as fuck, but you're honest.
I am annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
You can tell when Wood sold a bag.
But it's not a game. You're not playing some social engineering game. You just are that person, and that's.
I don't know how to tweet. I'm not good at it. I just do it,
You actually tweet whatever comes to your mind, bro. What springs to mind, you're like tweet time.
Sometimes it's not even his thoughts. Sometimes it's not even.
I tweeted yesterday. This is I'm trying to buy a house from this old Jewish woman who is just putting me through the fucking ringer right now. She won't sell me her fucking house. She won't even give me a counter offer on her fucking house, and she's dominating me. And I can't do anything about it.
I mean, is it for sale or you just like?
It's for sale.
I want
it's
that
for
house.
sale. Yeah. It's for sale. It's been sitting there. I want it. I gave her a reasonable offer below the asking price, and she's like, "Nah, like I'm only gonna take the price that I'm asking."
The
for.
price is the price. Yeah.
The price is the price. And I'm like,
that.
"But the price isn't the price. Like you're priced way too fucking high. Like this price makes no sense. Like let's have I'm willing to overpay you. I'm willing to overpay you for it." But I can't pay the price you want. Like, let's just make a deal here. And she's like, the only deal is my price. I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me?
She can't even do the fellow Jew deal.
Dude,
she knows what is a fake Jew.
Yeah.
She knows I'm a fake Jew, which is even more bullish for me being a Jew. It's like I love Jews so much that I became a Jew. And I tried telling that to her, and she just doesn't give a shit. We're trying to sell her the Jewish card, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna live there to get to know him. I don't care if they're Jewish."
Damn, there you go. She's not budging.
Cold.
Is it another 80, 100?
What?
Is it another 80, 100?
No, but I probably should hire an 80-100 guy to fucking redecorate it for me. But I'm in a bit of a bind right now, and I tweeted this the other day, but that's an example. I'm getting crushed right now.
Great
and
tweet.
It's all I can think about and obsess about is beating this 80-year-old. She's dying too, by the way.
Oh god, man. It can't get worse for her at the moment.
So you have no leverage then.
I have none. She has me by the balls.
She has all the
She's
leverage.
like, I'm dying, and I
you
want
actually tweeted about this.
Yes, I actually tweeted about it. She's dying, and she won't sell me her fucking house, and I don't know what to do about it.
There's nothing you can do, bro. Beaten by the Jews again. Another win for the Jews.
If she beats me,
bro, I was talking the other day. I don't think I've had a single win with any of the religions yet. I think like I've been every time I get into business with any of them, I get hammered. I don't know what's going on right now.
With
Who's
any
got
and
you the
all, so
worst?
you're just
Yeah,
any and all
yeah.
religions.
Yeah. No, I've been finished by every religion. The Jews have got me. The Muslims have got me once. Everyone's got me right now. It's kind of crazy. I could list examples of coins where I've been destroyed by them. Some have been private deals. Some private deals you guys have been part of. We've been part of the same deals where we've been hammered on. But yeah, can't catch a break. Real bear market stuff again.
Yeah. Can't catch a break.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, we're pumping into FOMC kind of too.
Mm-hmm.
Generally speaking, this is bad.
FOMC is tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Not today. Equities are pumping hard right now. Bitcoin ripped up to what, 75K yesterday?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But fear, SPX is down just a few points off of all-time highs, right? Fear is at all-time. It's like everyone's terrified. And then we have FOMC tomorrow. We're pumping into it. I don't know what to do here. It's 92% that rates don't change. I think that probably remains true. Do we think FOMC is just a nothing burger tomorrow and like we just continue on? And Trump just says like oil prices are going to be fine and we just keep ripping, or like do we think anything substantial happens this week?
Yeah, I think Trump's become even more apparent. He just gets up there and lies. He just gets up there and just lies, man. There's no other way to put it. He just goes like he sees the market going down. He's like, "Fuck, I'm gonna start cracking lies out here. Moving, it's gonna be fucking crazy." So you actually just can't trade this market at the moment. There's just no certainty. I don't know how the market hasn't caught on to Trump's just bullshit. It seems to still react to what he says. I guess he's the president of the United States. You have to buy what he says. But no, FOMC, I think nothing bogey tomorrow. But Trump, however, will see oil prices going up and come out and say, "It's all fine, guys. There's no mines in the strait. It's there's loads of stuff going on." I saw Thread Guy quote a tweet actually saying Trump said today that there's going to be ships escorted through the strait, and not one ship has gone through yet. So he's just
he also tweeted a picture of it, renaming it the Strait of America.
I was gonna say, Sats, are you referring to the Strait of America, right?
I wasn't referring to that tweet, but that's also an amazing tweet. The Strait of America.
Yeah. But so Swizzle, back to you. You went flat going into the weekend, so you must have had some fears about things being a little shaky or whatever.
Well,
can you walk
actually,
us through
no.
your mindset as like why you did that?
I went flat specifically on ZEC. Not.
Okay.
I'm very bullishly. What Sats said at the beginning of the show scares me a little bit because it's pretty counter to how I'm thinking and how I'm positioned. But to be honest, I cut ZEC going into the weekend. It's a bit of a trauma coin for me, as you guys know. But like honestly, it was that's why I was like
making your trauma. By the way,
I was making fun of Bluntz, but like I agreed with him because you were looking at the data, and what scared the shit for me, what was super scary about ZEC was like it was like hovering between like $205 to $215, and kind of everything about the chart said like, for me it was a long-term hold, and it's like I have this thesis, but if you remove the thesis, all the data was like, hey, this looks pretty bad. Like, the like critical support area was in like the 185 to 192 range, and it was chopping down. Funding was really positive. Like it looked super crowded, like volume was down. I was just like going into a liquid weekend, my thought was like, even if I'm wrong and I sell at 210 and I buy back at 220 after the Monday open, I was like fine with that. But I was like, it just objectively looked like a bad chart that was in kind of no man's land. So of course, as I cut, and then out of nowhere, like it just ripped like on Monday, 30% from my sells, and so there's no way to predict that, and it sucked. I felt a lot of pain, but I actually feel like I made the right process decision. It was just a reminder to, like, to Satz's point, this market is so hard to trade.
Yeah.
But overall, I'm sorry to answer your question, Wood. I'm actually bullish because I think, like, I keep looking at like where the initial move set down went. I've been actually, I think we're trying to have him on. Pingu has been doing some really good perp stuff, and he's been nailing everything. And like he made a great point on his stream yesterday where there's, whether it takes days or weeks or whatever to resolve, like there does seem to be a bit of a magnet towards this like 84K resistance area in Bitcoin. And I agree that I don't think we're in clear sailing and we're just going to be like a bull market, in first inning again. But it seems like there's a lot of momentum towards like we get to that and then it'll be a critical decision area. So I'm actually like pretty leaning pretty bullish short term. I've got a few specific altcoins that I'm like, have been scaling into, where I think I'm really just going with specific setups where I think there's a narrative behind it, like the data matches where there's kind of like short squeeze setup potential, and then holding Bitcoin. But otherwise, it's like I hold Bitcoin and hype, and then like I'm really intrigued by Near. I didn't bid Tau, but I think in hindsight that was an obvious setup. And I think you can play things like that. You just have to be very careful right now with like discipline on invalidations and all that stuff that I've never been good at in the past. But I'm like, even me, like the delusional bull, I'm being very careful with like, making sure I keep an eye on smart entries, get out if you're invalidated or whatever. So it's a difficult landscape, but I think there is opportunity in these next few weeks, and like I'm playing it aggressively. So
Wow, I lost what you said at the end there. My internet went, but
basically, I bought all the coins that you sold, Sets.
Andy,
I'm a
and
buyer.
I'm still in. The one bag I moved to a different ledger, different place was my ZEC, and I haven't sold a dime. I have not sold a dime of that coin, and I will vow not to sell it. That was I deleted the money from my head, and now I'm a permanent ZEC bag holder. It's a bit like XPL.
I think it's a good move. I have ZEC FOMO already. I decided like until there's clear directional, like, until it's clearly back and uptrend, I'm gonna wait. If I don't get an entry, I'll be sad. But like, I think at some point I'll get a re-entry on that when conditions are a little more straightforward. So
Yeah,
I'm playing momentum on other things right now.
I still believe this may be a controversial one, but next cycle we're going to have a different game to play. It's not going to be the games we're playing right now. There's too much tooling. There's too much things in place to, where it just doesn't happen like it did in the past. We're going to have a new game, new chain, new infrastructure. And I think that may be on ZEC. We spoke last pod about the new wallet, what AI16 backed. I think that could be like the phantom springboard, like we said, like it was for Solana. And I'm in belief right now that is Zcash. That happens next cycle, and I think I will be hanging onto a bag and paying attention to that space the most. And I'll be clicking buttons where hopefully I see no one else clicking the buttons. And that is my plan. That is my plan for the next month or two, even 3 months, even 4 months, even 6 months, honestly, just see what comes out of that space. Because, I don't think it happens where we're all looking right now, which is...
That's a prediction that takes years to unfold.
Yeah, quite
It's
literally.
not a 6 month prediction. It's a 2 to 3 year time horizon thing.
Yeah, but I think you can start to sense it after 6 months.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of activity on the chain. There'll be things going wrong. There'll be things being tried. And there'll be places to put your money, and that's basically what I'm saying. Like, it's going to be worth trying these things out at the start, when it all starts coming on. But yeah, long way to go. Long way to go.
You're gonna make me buy my ZEC bag back.
Well,
The bum bag folks.
this is I actually sats like I agree with all that, but I think this is what one of several reasons I actually gravitated towards near as like a proxy to that, because the near intense, we haven't really talked a ton about it, but like that's sort of this chain abstraction. It's sort of what powers, like if ZEC does become a fundamental power player in all this, near intense is kind of like the transactional processing layer that's going to allow people to move across chains seamlessly and be in and out of ZEC. And I think there's something there, like something between the two. And so I've been following like this agentic commerce angle, and I think maybe it's just a momentum play, but I agree with you. Long term, it makes sense that it goes back to ZEC. I think the privacy narrative is not going away. It's only going to get stronger. But like ZEC, to Wood's point, it's going to take time because they have a lot of cool shit going on, but like they have to build that stuff out. Like there's a lot of scalability stuff that can't be built overnight, you know?
Bro, Near's a crazy one as well, because I was bullish Near last cycle for so long. And Near was one of my biggest positions, and it just didn't take off.
Really? I didn't know that you were big into it.
I was a big Near guy. I was a big AVAX guy as well. Both just did not pay off. But yeah, this is a tough one because I held spot on this coin for so long.
My problem with near is that it always pumps like tail end.
Yeah,
it like signals the end of like a rip. It's always like, oh, we're pivoting to AI, whatever, and then it like rips a little bit, and then it just fully dies.
You know what? How I don't know what's higher. You know, Chainlink. You know how many things they're involved with behind the scenes, and
their tokenomics must be awful.
Yeah, I haven't looked.
It's got to be. It's got to be tokenomics issues.
Yeah, every time I open up the chart, it's always demotivating and depressing. But then I see them linked in all the things going on behind the scenes with RWAs, tokenized stocks. Like everyone uses them as their price oracle, and it's like, fuck me. You guys are probably making a shitload of money, and your chart still looks horrendous. So yeah, it's got to be.
You're making that much money, you have no reason to protect your token.
Yeah, it's another one of the things. They probably regret having a token. But.
So I think back to Near on that, like they did institute changes. I think the founder, I forget his name, I would have to find it, but the founder just came out and basically leaned into this whole AI, AI infrastructure, AI agentic payments, basically said like, this is the future, this is how you're going to transact. And in accordance with that, they changed their tokenomic structure. They instituted buybacks based off of this near intense revenue. They've generated over 6 billion. They've done over 6 billion transactions with near intense. So like, I think, Wood, you're right. Maybe it is a tail end pump. Maybe this AI recreated AI narrative. Maybe it's very speculatory. But like in comparison to like Tau, which pumped really hard this weekend, Near is a much more simple and easy to understand concept. And I think similar to how people said, when ZEC pumped from $90 to 700 or whatever, everyone was saying, well, that's a tail end of the cycle type of move. It always is. We said maybe not. Maybe this time is different. Maybe they were right. At least for the parabolic blow off part. But let's say even this is true, that Near is a tail end move. Like that lines up with, there could be a lot of meat left on this move here, and with everything going on with AI, agentic payments and all that, it fits within the narrative. It fits as momentum. You just had Tau run. I view this sort of as like ZEC ran, and then all the other privacy coins ran. Monero had its big move. To me, I think we're front running. The volume isn't huge on this yet, but I wrote a thesis yesterday for how I think the chart is lining up perfectly. Funding's still pretty flat. Like you could see a big squeeze happen with this if everything lines up, and I could see the same way you had ZEC to Monero, I could see this Tau to Near rotation. And actually, I think the narrative makes a lot more sense because it's easier for people to understand. There's a lot of really simple like buzzwords you can throw in. And it's legit. They have buybacks. They have real revenue. And it's the most closely connected thing to ZEC in terms of like, this chain abstraction operability. So I'm intrigued. I'm taking a big bet on it. But I'm also aware we have to be very careful about, is this a real rally for Bitcoin or not? So
Yeah, it's still with this thing, like the whole agentic payments and stuff. I just feel like it's still a nothing burger. Like, I just can't get my head around it actually being like something that materially sticks around for a long time. I just think no one outside of our little group cares, or like our little bubble in crypto cares. And yeah, I don't know. I don't see anyone in Web2 really talking about it. It's more just
But
everyone
would you agree that
wow.
even if it's a long road to it happening, would you agree that the idea of it happening could lead to a lot of price movement within that sector on the speculation of it, right? That's what I'm betting on. I agree with you. There's a lot that needs to happen for it to hit its final form and actually matter. But
Yeah, but what is its final form? Is what I'm saying.
I don't think anyone knows yet.
Yeah, I don't.
yeah,
think
it's too
anyone
early
knows.
to
figure
say.
that out.
It's too
But
early to say.
We'll
It's like
see.
you can't just be door dashing. Like, Claude, can you door dash me a burgie at 2:00 today? Like, that's
Yeah.
what in my mind what it is right now. Like,
Did
maybe I can't
Yeah.
get past that.
I think
Yeah.
there's a lot of microtransactions that are going to happen on the back end, like the API calls and the credits and all that. Like, you could have these agents going around interacting with each other, making thousands of transactions a second. Not right now, but in a future, like there's
Yeah.
plausibility for that, and that's what people are excited about, because also these are like fractional, very very cheap transactions. So like, there's also no guarantee. Even if that happens, it doesn't mean there's a specific chain that's going to benefit like
from that.
financially from that. That's the other risk. It's like, this could be cool shit that happens, and we don't really have a proxy for like, getting a market exposure to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out. But yeah, I mean, ZEC. I mean, dude. I got this guy Jason who works for FOMO, is in a chat of ours, and he loves to use AVWAP trend lines, and he'll do them on 50K shitters to Solana. He's
Wait,
like,
is this like the average buyer?
yeah. It's his favorite thing in the world, and he just sent one in into a chat for ZEC and Sol, because I know he's listening to us right now, and he loves to do them on 100K shitters, and I saw him doing it on ZEC, and I just can't. I'm struggling to take it seriously.
Because ZEC is how many years old? 2016. So
Jason, man. Jason's fucking
I
great.
love you, Jason.
Yeah.
This is fucking great. Just made me laugh, and I had to call that out. But
it works pretty well on the 100K shitters, right? It might work on ZEC. Who knows?
It works on the 100K shitters until someone like me decides he's bored.
Yeah.
One clips it. Man. As far as like agentic payments goes, I have no fucking idea. I still haven't opened up my Mac Mini yet, and I still use ChatGPT. So you guys are asking questions about agentic payments and all that. I did use AI. I've actually I'm trying to use it because I'm a boomer and I'm going to be left behind. And it's part of my bear market things I need to improve myself.
Well, first step is getting the Mac out of the box.
Yeah, get the Mac
do
out
a
of
little
the box.
unbox. Maybe we'll do an on-stream unboxing.
That would be good.
I really should. Once my wife puts me out of says I can go on camera, which it's a work in progress. We're getting there, I think.
I'll be big for the risk on pod. That'll be a big day.
Big for the risk on
big day.
pod.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't help that there was a robbery like 15 minutes from my house involving crypto.
Oh, that's not.
So-
That's not
Really?
great.
Not great. It was, yeah. Not great.
Oh,
Not great. So that set us back a little bit, guys.
Yeah.
But overall, we're trending in the right direction.
You need first step on this whole AI journey of Wood. You need to get off ChatGPT and get on the Claude.
I know, it's funny. I've been told that ChatGPT is for boomers,
Oh yeah, it
and
is.
as a boomer, it feels right.
Yeah, it is. I'm telling you, the Claude, like the $200 Claude membership is overkill, but 100% worth it. 100%.
$200 a month.
Is it so? Like, is it a big difference? Like,
What do you use $200 a month for?
It's just,
What are you doing on it?
bro. I have Claude on, like, as soon as you open your phone, you can customize your thing. I have the Claude button right there, ready to go. Every decision I make, I'm like, let me check on my boy. Let me check on my boy. Like, let me see what he's got to say about this. He might have some oppositions. But no, he's great. I get through the 200, but I also just vibe code random shit and send it into the group chat because I think it's fun. So yeah, I do go through the credits, but you need to get off ChatGPT. Complete game changer on Claude.
I'm the same, Sats. I imagine you could also use I bet the most premium version of ChatGPT could probably handle most of the same stuff, but
I have the most premium version of ChatGPT, but I just don't use it.
How much is it?
I don't even know. I just bought it. I bought it like aspirationally. I was like, it wasn't like I use this for anything. It was like I was gonna buy it.
One day
I'll get there, and then I just haven't gotten there yet. And like the most I've done with it is I've asked it to like create a packing list for me for something.
That's big.
That's all I've really used it for.
And were you well packed for the trip?
Well, I haven't gone on the trip yet. But when I go on the trip, I will be well packed for it. It was great. It was great. It did all the things that you guys know it does. But
we do need Sats to vibe code us some sponsors up real quick here.
Yeah.
We need his Claude to get on that.
Yeah, he actually does. He's getting there. He's getting there. We've had a few, but we're going to see what Raj pulls out the bag.
Yeah, still Raj pulls out the bag. In other news, did you guys see OpenSea delayed their token for the 27th time?
Oh, thank God. Jesus.
I didn't know there was going to be an OpenSea token.
Guys, the OpenSea token was going to save the trenches, just like the Pumpfun token's going to.
Yeah, Jesus, man. I think the OpenSea token is honestly the last thing we need right now. If you're a buyer of the OpenSea token, I don't want to be too bearish on them, but I don't think you're making the great move.
Who's this Definzer guy? Is this the founder?
Yeah, OpenSea token has got to be.
So they have not sunset OpenSea yet. It's still a thing.
No, they're still running strong. I think they still do volume now.
I was going to ask, what are their revenues? What are the OpenSea revenues? Are there still like NFT traders, or did they change their product? Is it still just NFT marketplace, or do they do something different?
NFTs. I just think it's still just NFTs. But like when you say you want to buy a punk, where are you going to go? I'm going to go to OpenSea. I'm going to go to OpenSea every time. But I don't think there's that many buyers.
So I'm looking at OpenSea right now. The largest one-day volume NFT is Hypers, which are the hype things, and 154K. Next,
I assume you bought the Hyper. I thought you did those somewhere native on Hyperliquid.
Yeah, I thought so.
Apparently, you can buy them there, and then after that, you got Punks.
How much volume have they done?
95 ETH.
Oh Jesus.
How are my Bitcoin puppets doing? Is it still one puppet, $1 million?
Yes, one day it will be. And
can you even buy them on there anymore?
No, you buy them on Magic Eden.
No, they disabled support.
Magic Eden?
Yeah, they disabled. Yeah, they disabled Bitcoin support.
No, so where do I? You're joking.
That sounds bad for my puppets, man.
Yeah.
Wait, so there's nowhere to go, or I guess you could do, what was it, like Unisat? That was for runes, maybe?
Yeah, but I think you got to get on the Bitcoin, the main chain, and start clicking, guys. Good luck out there.
Lightning Network.
Yeah.
You're telling me that I can't even sell my Bitcoin puppets on Magic?
No, I don't. I'm pretty confident.
I'm on it right now.
That's not true. I don't think that's true.
Am I chatting shit? I feel like I'm not. I feel like they disabled.
You're not. I just searched for it. It's not there.
Yeah, they're not, bro. They've packed up. I'm telling you guys.
So they're just a salon. What is it? Do they sunset it, or it's a salon?
Yeah. They just. I think they're pivoting to a gambling site. I'm not even joking. They're pivoting.
Magic Eden's pivoting to a gambling site.
Yes, I'm pretty confident.
You're kidding.
No, I'm pretty confident they're.
That's how down bad NFTs are. That they're trying to become the next Toshi Bet.
Yeah. They're just going. You know what, guys? Where's the money being made right now? Gambling. Let's get out of this shit. NFTs. Let's get out of there.
Okay, so where can you do anything with ordinals?
Noah, I think pretty much Noah.
That's a tough break, man.
Yeah.
The good news, or bad news? Well, the good news for me now knowing this is that I lost my seed phrase for my puppets. I 100% don't know where it is, and I can't download. And like whenever I click on and I own them on my Magic Eden wallet.
Yeah, and it's your profile.
Which is
right now.
But my Magic Eden wallet is the only thing I have connected to.
It's not
Bitcoin
great.
Network.
No, it's getting worse. It's sounding like the NFTs are gone. And it sounded like they're gone. They're burnt NFTs. That's what it sounded like. Maybe this is bullish for puppets. Maybe everyone should drop their keys.
I'm actually texting my buddy right now. He was like the you guys remember the Bitcoin frogs?
Yeah.
They ran hard for a minute. He did
man.
the launch for that. I'm asking him right now. We'll see if
I can't
gets me
believe
an
I just
answer on
found
chain.
out live
Where
on
can you
stream
actually
that I got
interact
right.
with ordinals?
Yeah.
That I'm sure Magic Eden tweeted out like 6 months ago, we're sunsetting this, and you have 6 months to do it. And I
Probably.
just never saw the tweet.
I only saw
didn't
that
do
it was put in one of my group chats, and someone was like, Magic Eden's pivoting to a gambling site, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like,
This is like when those guys who had the hype airdrop didn't like accept the terms and conditions
mm,
and then like cried about it, but that was 100 times worse.
yeah, that was bad. That was bad.
That was bad. That was bad.
Yeah, people
That
missed
was
out
bad.
on literal millions of dollars because they didn't click some buttons.
Yeah. When was the last time either of you guys bought a coin that was
What?
like a shitter, like a shitter?
On the Solana
Like
blockchain.
not a like
on
sex
this,
coin.
not a sex coin on Base, on Solana, on wherever, because I haven't bought a coin in 2 or 3 weeks.
Man, this is controversial, as someone who works at a launch pad, bro, it's tough out there right now. It's tough out there right now. Ceilings are like 100K. Like, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough out there.
Yeah, and what made me think of this?
Do you guys think on-chain will come back? Like,
Yeah.
like, is there a path back for it? I think
Yeah, dude.
we've kind of like talked versions of this conversation, but I think it's normally there'd be on our show, there'd be, hundreds of like the trenchers in here, like calling us idiots saying, oh, it's because of market conditions. But like, I think it's for the first time ever, it's really a fair question right now, isn't it? Like, because before, like, the volume would dry up when prices were bad and everything, and on-chain would get flushed. Now it seems like a broken game problem. So I'm just curious if, like, do you guys think it comes back to being tradable conditions on-chain?
Man, it's a tough one to say. I think the conditions do get better in time, but like it has to get worse before it gets better right now. Like it still has a long way to go. I don't think the trenches of this cycle know what bad looks like. Like I think they think this is like, this can't get any worse. Like, oh, it can, and it probably will. There's still players left, and like, I remember trading last cycle, and you would see the same 5 wallets across all the coins. Like there would be no one else.
Yeah.
I don't know if we get back to that stage, but I think this cycle, like all the participants don't remember what it's like to go through the absolute depths of hell. So
Yeah.
But even right now, like, even if Bitcoin like faked everyone out and it just ripped straight back to 100K, I don't think you would see the effects of that on chain right now. You wouldn't see any.
No, I agree.
Change things, would it?
No, I agree, because it's like players like yourself and Wood both are like they don't want to play anymore, and you guys were the main buyers of these coins at some point. So you guys were the main guys who moved these coins from say 2 to 3 mil to 5 mil to 6 mil. Me included. I was usually a buyer in that area as well, and now all of us are like, you know what? Like, there's better things to waste my money on.
Yeah.
There's better risk to take in the market. So
I've got a Jewish lady to beat in a negotiation. That's
yeah.
way better than gambling on shit.
That's actually a harder challenge than
It really
hey, you should go back to the trenches, actually.
But no, I don't agree. I mean, I think in the short term they're fucking dead, right? Now we lost Sats. Sats is also dead. In the short term, I think the trenches are fucking dead. There's no path in the short term for them to come back. But like, we've got people, we got Zinc telling us he's buying shitters on Tau subnets, right? Like, the game just moves. Like, and if we think like what Sats said, like what Sats was referring to, like shit's gonna be happening on ZEC, like the trenches just move, right? We won't be gambling on meme coins on Solana. We'll be gambling on, I don't even know. Sats isn't here to give a smarter answer than this, but like something privacy related on ZEC. or subnets that power Tau. Like we'll be gambling on things like that, and maybe that will be like the equivalent of like AI season, but there will be more of a facade of a use case behind it. Whereas this cycle was purely like strictly like the meme coin super cycle. We gambled on worthless vaporware, and I think there will be a shift towards more use case type shitters that will still be vaporware, but we'll believe it a little bit more. But like price go up and we'll be back gambling in the trenches. It just might not be in Solana. It might not be in Base. Who knows where it'll be.
So I'm gonna give a possible counter that's gonna most likely age very poorly, and I feel like at every iteration, every cycle, some people have very confidently said this, and it's always wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do we have to acknowledge the possibility that the market is maturing, the crypto market is maturing, and you're starting to get real regulatory stuff legislation passed that clears people up, institutional buyers for some of these like centralized exchange listed coins and chains that have functional use cases and crypto back end rail apps and everything. Maybe this era is over. Like maybe the shitcoin trading hyper speculation site like life cycle stage of crypto. I think we have to acknowledge there's a chance that is on its back legs, because like it's no longer going to be an industry that it's in an infancy that people don't really know how to use it yet. Like we're nearing the end of that. Yeah. So I think there's a chance that, again, I think I'll look stupid in a few months probably even, but I'm acknowledging that there is a chance that there's not a next game.
Yeah. Yes, but also no. I think there is a chance, and the only reason I would say that there is because the normal ass people last cycle that we had, like gambling on shitters, like your buddies John and Paul or whatever normal people are called where you're from, would be like, oh, like did you buy like Elon's dog or whatever? And like this cycle that never happened. Like I never had buddies texting me about buying Whiff or about buying like whatever shitcoin. The only example I had was recently my buddy bought the War coin, which was very random that was the one coin he bought all cycle, but no retail never meaningfully entered the market.
Wait, can you guys hear me now? Am I back?
Can. You're back.
Yep.
All right, I'm back. No face cam though, folks. Internet down on the phone. It's just a fucking car crash. It's a car crash. I think, they must have heard me speaking about on chain and was just like, let's get this guy off right now.
Let's get him off. Yeah, so Swizzle thinks that we have to acknowledge that on-chain might never see the type of volume it's seen in the past. And it might, like the highly speculative part of crypto gambling might be over. Sats as
that's a big take.
Guy. It is a big take. Someone says it every cycle.
Sats, you were off, and I said I'm probably going to look stupid in a few months because someone always says this confidently. Yeah. And then there's always the next thing. But my point was like, it is at least worth considering right now that like we're no longer in that infancy stage of like people are totally speculating on what crypto is and how it can be used, and therefore there's this like flush of people just doing random shit. Like we sort of are getting clarity on like what the use cases are, how people can build products using crypto as back rails, and I'm just suggesting like it's possible that there's going to be greener pastures elsewhere for speculation, true speculation behavior. That said, I'm not like going to put this into my ethos. So like, this is how I'm acting. I'm just saying like, I'm going to operate under that where I'm not going to like jump, with a wide open mind into the next thing until I really see some confirmation. That's how I'm really going to act. Yeah. Is like, I'm going to choose to be a little late to whatever that next game is. Yeah. Because I'm not 100% sold on what's left to do here.
I think that you're 100% right. As long as Pumpfun remains online, remains offline, there's no world the trenches can come back. Until Pumpfun is back up and running, the trenches cannot be back. Can't happen.
Yeah, it's a bit of a situation over at Pumpfun, to say the least. I wish I could speak more on it. That I will in due time. But just so everyone knows, it has been fucking carnage. It has been carnage, as you guys can probably imagine. And the craziest part is, as tough as it is to say, I'm near in Team Swizzle camp. I think the volume doesn't return to what it was. I think that's not a crazy take. I think like I said this last pod. I said like, oh, I don't think we're ever going to get a coin like Whiff, and everyone was like, what the hell? What the hell? What do you mean? That like you're stupid. And I just don't think these guys have been around like this long. Like what we saw this cycle was like no other. And yeah, we have limited coins now. Like it's a very different environment to what it was last cycle. So I don't think it's a crazy take to say we're not going to have another whiff what goes to 5 billion. But yeah, it is tough to see. I think the one thing we do see, this is what I'll say. I don't think we have this massive crazy volume back when it comes to memes and on-chain or anything like it was in 2023 or 2024. I don't think we ever see that again. I don't think that's a crazy take, even as someone who works at the launchpad. What I do think is maybe in the future when there is some sort of game to play around tokenized equity, we have things going very, very silly again. Like we have, because I think that's the most interesting game to play. But like I said, I don't know how long away we are from that or that even being a game to play, even if it is reasonably possible. But I think that like in terms of the trenches and like maybe low caps or semi low caps, what could pull crazy numbers is the game of tokenized equity.
What would that
Just
look like,
something new.
Sats? Like are you saying it would be almost like you'd have like these almost like open source Y Combinators or whatever where the floodgates are open and people can just like public participants can fund and get early stage equity in these companies? Like is that effectively what you're saying? Obviously you need this whole securities stuff to get kind of sorted out, but like is that, and then you're saying these all of a sudden valuations would go crazy and get inflated and you'd have froth? Or are you
Yes.
referring to like how would it work?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. Yes, we got a long way to go. Like there's a lot of regulations to be worked out, and I don't think the tech is there to even make it happen right now. But I think that's the game what brings back a lot of froth. Because it's never been done before. No one, and it's like it's always a hot topic. It's always a hot topic, and then everyone will be like, "Wow, these tokens actually have some sort of value. Holy shit! Like this is the first time ever in crypto. Jesus, who would have thought?" And I think that brings back the froth. That would bring me back with size on chain, because like that's where I'd be most comfortable speculating. But until then, I think it gets probably worse before it gets better. That's even like like I said, coming from someone who works at a launch pad. I think a lot of these people who are going crazy right now, saying it's over, and or no, saying that like is everything's fine and we're going to be back in no time. I think people weren't around last cycle and they don't realize how bad it gets and how little people will be left on chain when it's all said and done. And then all of a sudden, that's when your coins start going back up.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe you've taken over as Resident Bear. By the way, I don't know what the fuck happened to you, Sats. That was my job, and you've just taken it. So I think that I do agree with you mostly, but like we're always going to gamble. Like go look at gambling statistics across the country. People are gambling on volume. People want to gamble on everything. We're going to come back to crypto to gamble. It's the best casino in the fucking world. Is just my simplistic take on it. On a different
problem
note,
is though, Wood, it's not right now until they figure that out. Like,
but it will be again.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. But I guess they're just I guess if there's fixes for some of the if you can no offense, Sats, if we can remove the launch pads from the equation, if we can get rid of those things, then there's maybe a path. Those things have to not exist. We can't have, I'm not going to name a specific launch pad, but any of them can't be in the control seat of all this stuff. They need to be
liquidity and all that. Yeah,
they need to be not involved.
A drastic change. Yeah. I mean, have you guys seen this picture that just got posted? Vanity Fair had an I don't know if it's real or not. Henry, can you pull this up? I'm going to operate as if this picture's real. Vanity Fair, crypto people. Let me look this up. Hold on. Before I haven't posted. Vanity Fair, crypto. Have you guys seen this picture floating around? Oh, yeah, it's real. Oh, my God.
I've not seen that.
Pull it up.
Is that Kobe top left?
Pull it up. Pull it up.
What is this from?
Vanity Fair wrote an article that is titled "Crypto's True Believers Demand to Be Taken Seriously," and this is the fucking photo.
But is this is from years ago? This can't.
No, this is from 3 days ago.
No. Who are these?
Bro, is that meant to be a depiction of Kobe top left?
No, these are real people.
Oh man.
3 hours.
Is that
What
Kathy
the
Wood?
hell?
I think that's Kathy Wood.
Kathy
in the back.
Wood. That's Kathy Wood.
Kathy Wood.
So these are the people in charge of our future. Apparently,
Is the blonde guy? Is that
wonder.
Olaf? Is that the early Coinbase guy?
I think
have
so.
no idea.
I think it is. I think you're spot on right there.
And people.
And then
Sweet
you got
Lord, man.
Pitbull in the red suit.
And we wonder.
Pitbull was a crypto.
Wait, all right.
Pitbull, big crypto guy, Mr. Worldwide, bro. Mr.
That's
Worldwide.
Olaf Carlson Wee. That's his fucking name, Carlson Wee. And we wonder why no one likes us or takes us fucking seriously. Wait, Michael
an insane
Novakratz
photo.
is the bald guy?
Is it?
Oh, that's Nova?
That's Novakratz.
No, it's not. That's
yes,
not
it
him.
is. It is. I'll send the article in the chat.
Oh, me and Swizzle thought it was Pitbull. It's a disaster.
This is a disaster.
Disaster.
All right, we got Michael Novakratz. We got the woman to the right of Olaf is Milton Demors, who's a couture venture evangelist. Crucible Capital. I don't know what the fuck Crucible Capital is. She judges potential investments on a sliding scale of and Tiz, which is charisma and autism. Real quote from the
Interesting.
Vanity Fair article.
Charisma and what?
Autism. Not a joke. I'm not making that.
You can't be
Direct quote.
serious, man.
That's a direct quote.
Oh my
we got-
god.
What's up? So what's up
Oh
with the chick in
my
the back?
God.
Why'd she get thrown into like the back left corner? No,
I don't
she
know.
doesn't have a
Funny. All
chair.
right, I got her. Who she is? That is Yuchi Lira Quo. The guy on the left is Finzer. The guy on the left is Finzer. The guy who back left is the OpenSea guy.
Oh,
And
of
the
course
Asian
it is.
woman to his right is another co-founder of OpenSea. So they put the co-founders of fucking OpenSea in
good.
Vanity
And that's
Fair.
Wood, and it's Wood on the left with the
And
leg
it's
up.
Wood on the left. That's
With
Wood
no
on the
shoes,
left.
by the way. No shoes.
I didn't even-
Wood is barefoot in this photo.
That's the barefoot. He runs Etherealize, which I don't even know what the fuck that is. So basically, crypto is on its fucking knees right now, and Vanity and these fucking guys are posing like this to the world, and they're like, "This is the future." Kathy Wood, who's down 10 million% on all of her funds for how long? Forever.
Forever.
Forever. And then they're like Pitbull and the OpenSea guys. These
Man,
guys are it.
Vanity Fair pulled some people. They were like, "Hey, so like, what's the most, the hottest, most influential company in crypto? We should get someone." They said, OpenSea, right? Yeah, let's get that to do the NFTs. Yeah, one of the top 5 most important things happening in crypto.
Crazy,
Yeah.
man. They could have got Tolly. They could have got Brian Armstrong.
They could have put me in there. It would have been better.
They could have put Not a Nice Cat 69. Jesus, man.
This
Jesus.
is
Instead, we got Pitbull, Kathy Wood, and a knockoff Kobe.
a knockoff Kobe
It's nuts.
and fucking Olaf from Frozen. So there you go. All right. So the future of crypto is in these guys' hands. So it doesn't matter what Sat, Swizzle, and I think about the future of the trenches. These
Looks like we're in safe
4,
hands,
6, these 7 people are gonna save us. Are gonna save the trenches.
Do you guys feel safe in these hands? I do.
I feel safe. I feel like I sleep like a baby. I know.
I feel safe in Olaf's hands because he's got these bike gloves or whatever they are. So
Yeah,
he's got a firm
spent too
grip on
much
the
time at
industry.
Paris Fashion Week recently. All right, we'll be back Friday. I confirmed we got Pingu's going to join us Friday, so he can teach us a thing or two
great.
about charting. I think that'll be a good episode. Not just us talking about random things, which we probably will, because Pingu's a very weird guy. He's a great guy, he's a very smart guy. So we'll be back Friday at 12 Eastern, post FOMC. Hopefully we're not dead. And oil is not at $175 or something. And Bluntz is right. And we just
Back to $400, guys.
back to $400.
As
That's
of
my
today,
plan.
Bluntz is right.
Yeah,
now.
Bluntz is right, guys.
If he
Lock
did,
in.
in fact get back in after he went flat, TBD.
He sure didn't. No chance. No
He'll
chance.
tell you he did.
He sure did.
No chance. Sure did. All right, guys. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys. Go download FOMO. Promo code risk on 10% off trading fees, and we will see you guys soon.